Premier, obviously a downside of the daylight saving change is in December, kids will be going to school it'll be dark at 9 o'clock when kids go to school. In the states, states that did change to permanent daylight saving saw some incidents where, that led to children being more at risk when they walk to school. So what can be done about that time when it is really dark until kids are walking to school?
Yeah, I think the reality for most British Columbians in November is that they're going to work in the dark, their kids are going to school in the dark. This change today actually brings us in line with an area of the Northeast that stays on mountain time year-round, Fort St. John area. So in the north of our province, they're already there. In the south of our province, in Creston, it's the same thing. They're already there. So these are communities in British Columbia that have already made this change that we're coming in line with. They haven't seen those negative impacts, and they've seen significant benefits from getting an extra hour of light at the end of the day when the majority of human activity is taking place. Having more light on the roads for drivers at the end of the day, coming home from work, and will have the impact, we hope, of reducing collisions and ensuring that what little light we do have in British Columbia in those short days during the winter is concentrated where the majority of activity is taking place.
Wanted to get your reaction because I expect the opposition and others will be skeptical of the timing of this very populist announcement. We know it was 93% of people supported the idea, but your government's come under significant criticism and scrutiny for the budget that affects pocketbooks all across the province. What do you say to folks who are skeptical of the timing of today's announcement and feel like it was maybe even exploitive of the kids that were dancing around and that kind of thing?
The reality is that every once in a while, our government will try to do something that is popular. The goal here is to hear British Columbians. They have spoken out. They want to get rid of the time change. It supports their kids, it supports their families. This has been a time of difficult and hard conversations for many people, and not just in British Columbia, around the world. But in British Columbia, our response to that has been we're going to stand on our own 2 feet. We're going to make decisions that are best for us. We're going to look after our province. We're going to push hard, and whether that's around economic growth or whether that's around a decision like daylight savings time, I feel in some ways, we're more free to be able to make those decisions than we have been in the past. And I'm hopeful, ultimately, in terms of ease of commerce and some of the other reasonable concerns that people will have down the West Coast, that Congress ultimately makes the right decision here and lets the Western states follow us. But regardless, we have to do what's best for British Columbians.